The cities of Youngstown and Girard are working together to improve the Route 422 corridor that connects them.
I believe that the future of commercial development must include the beautification of that area.
Today we see what's planned and how Girard is looking to benefit from it in our towns.
I'm Jimmy Bruce, president of Eastern Gateway Community College, and we're proud to be part of our town.
Local business owners in Girard know how important it is to have an attractive corridor leading into their city.
You drive by and see vacant buildings and grass overgrown and things like that. It's, frustrating to the person that's trying to make it, as a business, and I think it would, bring more people in if it was more inviting.
Anything you do positive, anything, anywhere, and it will affect positive for around that area.
Girard Mayor Jim Melfi echoes the need.
The 422 corridor traditionally has been an industrial corridor. It remains an industrial/commercial corridor. It's not very attractive to the outsider. And we've all been to different places in this country where those types of areas look better than we do. So I support those efforts 100%.
In May of 2014, the US 422 corridor plan was released. Project manager Lauren Johnson says they've made some progress since she was hired with the Youngstown-Warren Regional Chamber in November of 2015.
We've gotten quite a few things done. We have a lot more that will happen in the future, so I'm excited to see where that goes. It was a 9-month planning process. We had 400 individual people, 100 companies, a stakeholder group of 25 people that guided that planning process.
Work on the corridor extends from Route 193 in Youngstown to Liberty Street in downtown Girard and is expected to help bring in new business. John Simeone, president of the Western Reserve Realty Group, is currently marketing a property near Interstate 80.
We have that under contract, and we're hoping that we can turn a new Taco Bell or a Dunkin' Donuts or even a Starbucks.
Because of its easy access to the interstate, Simeone says the area has the most opportunity for investors. Meanwhile, Johnson is looking forward to remediating another property, the former McQuaid service station on State Street.
We did all the paperwork to get that through the targeted brownfields assessment process. We'll be able to move that gas station into the pipeline for the abandoned gas station grant program. There hasn't been an abandoned gas station grant in this community.
Further down the road, Girard is making strides to beautify the downtown area and recently added murals by Girard native Jack Carlton. One mural near the Girard McDonald Viaduct is a reproduction of the program cover of the 1931 opening of the Warner Theater in Youngstown.
Thing that is nostalgic, historic, but interesting, and that's what you want to do. You want to draw some eyes to downtown. We were able to receive a small grant last year through the Chamber's efforts, and it was $5,000 worth of landscaping. And the city contributed about $3,000 or $4,000 in construction costs, and they were good. We have some greenery downtown.
Johnson says one of her favorite projects she's been involved with was the Girard Better Block on Liberty Street event last September.
They have really good infrastructure. The sidewalks are wide, it's beautiful. It's not so walkable just because they don't have crosswalks, they're not signalized. It's difficult to cross in the middle of the street. There's no bike infrastructure, and a lot of the businesses don't even use the sidewalk space. So we focused on making it more pedestrian friendly, more walkable, just for the day. The timeline for me has been a learning curve, because a lot of the major projects that are presented in the plan outlined, those things happen on a 5-year timeline. So for me, the most rewarding aspects have been things like our work days. Our very first work day, we took out over 500 tires, and 400 of those were in one home in Briar Hill.
Johnson says another plan in the works is updating all the lights along the corridor to LED.
That obviously has a host of benefits. Not only will it look much cleaner, much brighter, everything will match, but it'll be a lot safer, not only for the residents, but for the companies that use the roadway for transportation.
But the project is also having an impact on the residential neighborhoods, particularly with the demolition of vacant homes, mainly in the Steelton and Briar Hill neighborhoods in Youngstown and Parkwood in Girard.
That has a huge impact, not just on property values, but in the types of communities that we're able to build. So we're not always excited to see that we have to take down so many homes, but that's a huge part of making these neighborhoods stable again.
We have to make sure those neighborhoods are maintained with safety and security and, of course, improvements to the infrastructure. We do that every day.
Johnson says she'd eventually like to see the Mahoning River opened up for recreational activities.
I think about kayak launches, I think about bike trails, walking trails. When we're able to leverage that, not just in Youngstown, but in the whole Mahoning Valley as an asset instead of a liability, I think that's where our future is.
You can read more about the city of Girard in the July issue of the Business Journal. Click the subscribe tab to get your copy today.